Welcome to this short tutorial about how to create email links inside of D2L. The place that I'm working with today is right inside of content. I've created a blank new file and I've called it email links tutorial, but you can insert this right inside of your lectures if you so choose. Go into whichever file you wish to work with and we're going to ask to edit the HTML. Click on that. Okay. You're looking for the quick link icon. Click on that. And then once the pop-up box comes up, scroll down to URL. Within the very first field, you're going to delete http:// and we're going to replace that with a different command. This is what really tells the web browser that this is going to be an email link rather than a traditional link out to a website. The command that you need to insert is mail to. Now, we need to insert your email address next. I'm going to use my own. The title is going to be whatever text you want to be viewable on your web page. And this one will be, for me, Email Professor Barker. Oops. Target means where do you want me to open this particular web page. I'm going to choose New Window and Insert. Let's check your work. Come down and update the file. And then go back and click on Email Professor Barker. Okay, this is great. My email address has been put right in the to subject area. That's wonderful. There's one more thing though that I think I can show you and you guys will really appreciate having this. And that is how to get text down here in the subject line. Whenever I ask my students to email me, I want them to have a specific subject line so I know which category to put their Easter egg point in. So I put in Web 230, Easter egg number whatever you have. So let me show you how to do that on your own. Go back into D2L, into the file that you've been working in, and let's edit the HTML again. I'm going to come down a line or two and insert another quick link. Scroll down once more to URL, and again remove the HTTP. Go ahead and put in your email address once more. This time, this is where it's going to be different. I'm going to add a question mark in. The question mark is used to attach whatever's after this to the email. So we're going to attach a subject line. So type in the word subject equals, and then anything you type after this point is going to be put in your subject line. I'm going to type in web _ 230 _ Easter _ egg. Now you're probably wondering why I have these underscores in there. When I was working with this in D2L, I discovered that if I had spaces here, D2L would automatically insert a plus symbol. So I have to have something there to fill up those spaces. And this is a good way to do it. Let's go ahead and set our next title. And this is going to be Email Professor Barker with subject line. Then tell it New Window and insert once more and update the file. Check your work by clicking on the link. Here we go. There's that subject line. So this is just a nice extra step and it's going to save your students a little bit of time and hassle and they'll get exactly the right point in the right spot. So this is great. But let's take this one step further. I can show you really quick how to get rid of the underscores to make this even more of what we typically want to see in a subject line. So inside of D2L, let's go back and edit the HTML one more time. This time we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to click on the right-hand side because I need to be able to scroll this page all the way down to the bottom. You've probably worked with this spell check before, which is fabulous and a wonderful tool. I'm going to introduce you to the HTML source editor, which is also a fabulous and wonderful tool. Go ahead and click on that. This takes you to the code behind the scenes. Now, at first glance, this may be a little confusing, but let me walk you through it. Right here, that looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? This is the text for our very first line. Down here is the text for the second hyperlink that we created. So I'm going to back up just a little bit. I'm going to go right here because this is where I am seeing what we typed before, the web underscore 230 underscore Easter underscore egg. This is where you would remove the underscores to make that subject line just a little bit more polished. Now you may also be thinking, that's awfully easy to find within just a little bit of code, but if you've got a really long lecture, how are you going to find this information? That answer comes from your web browser itself. You can search for a specific term on any web page, and this is going to act like any other web browser's page that's out there. If you will go up to Edit and then down to Find, you will see this command, find. And this is pretty much true across the board as far as where to find it for most browsers. So I'm going to hit Find, and up here I've already typed the word mail to, and you can see that I've got two matches. So let's see where they are. The first mail to, yep, sure enough, there is the first one, and then I'll click on the second one, and there it is. So if you have hundreds of lines of code, you don't have to really be worried about putting this in the wrong spot. You now know where to put it. So I'm going to close this search. I'm going to save. Let's update this one more time, and we're going to test that second subject line. There it is. Now the subject looks exactly like I would really want it to look inside of my email. Well, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions at all about inserting a mail link inside of D2L, please drop me a line. My email address is rabarker, B as in boy, ARKER, @hack.edu. Thank you. I hope this helped.